tutorial, I'm going to show you use the Contact Form 7 Honeypot plugin, which adds a hidden field to your Contact Form 7 forms that a bot will fill out, a spam bot will fill out, and a regular person won't because they can't see it. And when that field is filled out, the form won't submit. And that's what a honeypot is. It's a great way to reduce spam. You can try this before you use a reCAPTCHA, which kind of annoys users a little bit. Anyway, if this doesn't work well, then you go to a reCAPTCHA, but the honeypot is definitely worth a try. I'm going to show you how to set that up right now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Bjorn from WPLearningLab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your clients, and for your business. If it's your first time here and you like WordPress tips and tricks and getting better at it and serving your clients better, then start now by clicking subscribe, then click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything, and make sure you sign up for the private WPLearningLab Facebook group where we can hang out, ask questions, help each other get better at WordPress. There's a link in the description down below, so make sure you check that out. And with that out of the way, let's head into the screen capture. To add a honeypot to Contact Form 7 is really quite simple. First you go to Plugins and then Add New. Then we search for Contact Form 7 Honeypot. This is the one we want right here. It has a lot of great reviews, 100,000 plus active installs, updated in the last 4 weeks, compatible with the latest version of WordPress. All that checks out, but since we're installing a new plugin, it's always a good idea to back up your site files in your database. I've linked to a tutorial in the card up above for Updraft Plus, which is a great plugin. It's free, allows you to get your backups figured out and scheduled if you want. In my case, I'm on a demo site, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to click on Install Now, and then Activate. Now if we access any one of our forms, I'm just going to go to Contact and open the form builder for the form that I have on this page. It's a really basic contact form. We open the builder for that form or any other form that you have or any new form you build. There's now going to be a honeypot button in the form editor. The honeypot button is right here, maybe in a different spot on yours, but it's somewhere in this list of buttons up here. So if at the end here we just add some space, click on honeypot, what we want to do is change the name of this to something more appealing for bots because bots want to autofill information. So the suggestions it includes here are email, website. I'm just going to choose email. And the ID and class are optional. And this name is not seen on the page. This name is just associated with the form itself, with the input field. And I'm going to leave all of these unchecked for now and just insert the tag and see what we have going on the front end. So let's save this, then refresh this page. And now we have our honeypot, which is hidden right here. If we inspect this page right here, or that, not the page, if we inspect that area right there, we have our, yeah, it's right here. So the HP message right here, it says, please leave this field empty. That is our honeypot, HP for honeypot. And if that field is filled in, like a bot would autofill, then the form won't complete. So if we send this form just like we would, and just type in some basic form stuff and then click send, the form will work just fine. Get our thank you message down here. But now let's do this again and fill in that field. But even though this field is hidden for humans, it's not hidden for bots. So they'll be able to detect this field and they'll try to fill it in. So I'm just going to put in a value for the input. Value equals hello. So now that field has a value. Now if I click on send, there's a good chance this won't work if I did that correctly. Yeah, here it says one or more fields have an error, please try again. And that's because I added the value of hello to the hidden field, which is the honeypot field. So if you are experiencing a lot of spam, I'd recommend trying the honeypot plugin before you do a reCAPTCHA because it's not invasive for the end user experience. The visitor is not frustrated by having to pick which images have a car in them, which I find super annoying myself, but I get the need for it, but I don't find it a lot of fun. So if you find you can install the honeypot and reduce your spam by a lot, maybe that's the solution. And if it doesn't work, or if it's not blocking enough spam, then going the reCAPTCHA route would likely block even more spam. And I also have a reCAPTCHA tutorial for Contact Form 7 linked to in the card above and the description down below. So that's how we do it. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit subscribe, then the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Check out the private Facebook group and the link in the description down below. And next up, check out one of these videos that popped up on the right hand side so you can get even better at WordPress. And until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.